Hello, guys, and welcome to the second look. For those who don't know us, we are Norbert, and on the other side, my friend
Martin,
Martin.
hi.
Hi. We are two passionate hobby photographers on a journey to explore and share the beauty of lifestyle photography with you. And on this channel, we'll take you behind the scenes of our adventures. We will share stories, insights, creative sparks, and everyday, as I call them, aha moments. And it's all about discovering how to see life through a photographer's eye, or two photographers' eyes. We have two, sorry, and turn ordinary moments into visual memories. And I have to say a heartfelt thank you for all your support and the uplifting feedback. It truly means the world to us having your positive reply. And if you enjoy our content, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click the bell button so you will not miss any video. So let's begin the look behind the lens together. In our last episode, we've shared why lifestyle photography is so close to our hearts and how surprisingly affordable it is to get started. And today, we go deeper with a real life example. We'll walk through a typical day in my life, and we will show you how photography has become an everyday routine to capture those fleeting, beautiful moments. And to show you the things I will share, oops, sorry, I will share now my screen. Martin, can you see it? Is it okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So this was on on Wednesday this week, and my day started very early. So this capture has been taken on a highway rest station at sunrise. It was close to 5 a.m. in the morning, and I just stepped out of the car and recognized this sunrise coming up, and I immediately took out my mobile to make this shot together with my second coffee this day. So I'm very addicted to coffee. So there are two things I'm addicted to, that's coffee and photography. From time to
All
time.
right.
Uh, yeah, so this is just a capture to show you and our followers and visitors how I'm integrating photography in my daily life. So call me a nerd, but from time to time, I always, not from time to time in general, I always have my mobile, or at least this little guy here. I showed you last time, my small Sony Alpha with me
Yep.
to make some pictures. So
By the
this
way,
was the
you
first the first picture
but
I took that day.
yep.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice resting area, I must say, according to the looks of the table and the bench in the background. No scratches at all.
Yeah, this is
Unbelievable.
what I learned from Dr. Google. This is the most modern highway rest station we have in Austria.
Ah, okay, I see.
And I'm passing by two times a week on my way to the office. So my
Mm-hmm.
office is around 400 kilometers away from my home place. And I'm going there once a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm getting up very early to arrive at the office around 8 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and if the day starts like this, then I'm happy.
Yeah, I
But
can imagine that.
um, Martin, do you have anything
Uh,
to say about this, or
Not in particular to this one. No, I don't think so. You did this one also already with the 5,000. Wow, that's
no,
nice.
no, that was the mobile with my
Ah,
very
okay,
old
okay, okay.
Samsung Galaxy
Yeah.
S21. So it's a really old, uh, but as long as it works, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, next time it would be cool to have a comparison for us and our viewers because this is a good example for a picture, in my opinion. If there are any real differences in the depth of field from mobile phone to a small camera. So that would be my suggestion for next time if you take a
We have
sunrise
the
like
next
this one.
topic. Perfect. Very good. But yeah, I just wanted to show this to give an idea how my day started. And the
All
next
right.
one is how it ended. And
Okay.
the story in between comes later.
All right.
And also here, this is with my mobile after yeah, a very exhausting and challenging working day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was uh, coming back from the office, and the small Bavarian town where I stay overnight is around 15 minutes away from the office.
Mm-hmm.
And I was quite hungry, and I was looking to find a place to get some warm food. This is where I ended up, by the way. But on the way to this small restaurant, um, I stepped by to a very interesting uh, place. It was
Ooh.
this, yeah, it was a very hidden place, and I think normally you would just pass by without even recognizing that. But if you walk through your life with the second look, then you are trained to find such places. And this is a stone corridor that opens into a, I just want to say, secret stairway wrapped with white vegetation. Then this
Mm-hmm.
rustic walls uh, covered in this soft and natural light.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, this photo is like uh, a transition from urban structure, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
into the embrace of nature.
Mm-hmm.
That's what triggered me to have a closer look and to make this photograph.
Mm-hmm.
And
I,
this was
I,
taken with my little one. So all the
yeah.
pictures we see now are coming from this small Sony Alpha.
All right.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
like
and
the color balance a lot. So what do I mean with that? I'm not sure if this is the physical correct term or the logical correct term. I like it if there are yellow, orange, red colors, and they move towards either, in this case, yellow more to green or orange and red to blue. So the classical ones but in a stark contrast, also separated not just by the colors but also by the architecture, like in this case. So
mm,
the walls are all seem beige and yellowish, and the stairs with the green vegetation. So I really like that quite a
mm,
lot.
that was also exactly my trigger. And as said, I had a very tough working day. And when I passed by, for me it was wow, let's escape from nature. This is the stairway to the green, yeah, to go out
Mm-hmm.
from the daily stress and just have a look. And maybe there's something interesting to follow if you
Mm-hmm.
follow the stairs here. And yeah, this is also interesting. It's very well centered,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's not symmetrical, yeah, because you have some structures here, you have some structures here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the stairway is going into the depth of the scenery here.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it a lot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, as we said, lifestyle. So we were on your way to finding some food and dinner, and then you found
Mhm.
this archway and the stairs going up. And but they were still. It was still obvious that there were stairs. If, for example, if there was only a footpath, I'm not sure if I
Mhm.
would have followed it. But since it's
Mhm.
stairs and it's still a little bit worn out in the middle. So some people have to pass by from now and then, I assume. And then I maybe
No,
would also
here it
have
is. There's
thought
I
up.
really was the only one.
Okay.
Just 10 meters behind me, there was yeah, the main road. You will see the main road later in another
Mm-hmm.
picture. As said, it's a very, very small town. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but here on this path, nobody was walking. So I had my impression was maybe it's closed if I go
Oh,
a
really? Okay.
few
Wow.
steps
Okay.
further,
Yeah.
because then this is just,
Ah, all
yeah,
right.
five,
Yeah.
5 meters ahead. You
Yeah.
see this gate here,
There's a gate.
and I
Okay. Yeah.
thought
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, maybe
Dead
that's
end.
just these
Okay.
these, these few meters, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, here also I wanted to make this composition showing the contrast. So
Mm-hmm.
the different colors. Here the wooden fence here, this brown, and then the yeah, I think it's red leaves, the dominating green on the right side, the wall and
Mm-hmm.
the step,
The
and
handrail.
the vegetation. The vegetation here is covering almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, this is the typical example that lifestyle photography isn't staged. You cannot stage something like that.
Yeah,
Hmm?
definitely. Yes.
This is observing your surrounding and having the, yeah, I just have to repeat myself. You need to have the second look here, second look, yeah,
Yep.
and to recognize these compositions.
It's definitely an awesome scenery and an awesome place to be and to go.
And then I thought to myself, okay, let's give it a try.
So
Go
we
some
were going
steps.
up and following the
Yeah,
path. Okay, all right.
yeah, exactly. And then I ended up here.
What are some kind of chapel on top or some even a
That's, yeah,
church?
that's a
I
small
don't have
chapel.
a okay
So
how big it is or how
it's
small it
called,
is. Yeah.
the German word is Schlossberg. Um,
Okay.
and there's a very small chapel. I walked up until the top here, but the
Mm-hmm.
chapel was closed.
Mm.
But it's, yeah, for me this was really stepping out of this daily working routine, coming out
Mm-hmm.
from the noise and from all the cell phone and emails and discussions,
Mm-hmm.
and going into the green, into the nature.
And so
Uh,
the walkway is there on the right, right?
yeah, it's here. Here,
Okay.
here is the
Yeah.
walkway, and and then it makes here. It turns
Turn.
left,
Okay.
and then you are. It's a
Then
small,
we're
like a plateau,
yeah.
but there's only this chapel standing there, and I
Yeah.
would have expected a road, yeah, to say, okay, uh, coming up there and might see some tourists with a car, but nada. There was nothing. It was just this small walking path,
All
and
right.
there's no other chance to go up there. Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Nice.
mm. And yeah, I also like this composition. So you have the, yeah, in the center, the chapel. You have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of a lot of green, and it's really relaxing for the eye. If you sit in front of a monitor or a computer the whole day, so my eyes
Yeah,
really like green.
definitely.
And when I first saw this picture, I also thought, oh wow, it's not it's really symmetric, yeah, because the chapel is more or less in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and
But there's enough uh I don't know how to say it in English. In German is Störsignal. So it's distributed quite naturally, of course.
yeah,
So no, not
mm,
of course, but the thicker bush in the little bit right to the middle
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
tree on the right and the tree on the left and the chapel in the middle. So I think it's a quite nice distribution of vegetation and the centerpiece, the church, the chapel in the middle. So I like that quite a lot. I don't like, for example, like too much over symmetric photos. I prefer if they're slightly off, and I think this one is a perfect mixture again.
And then I remember when I did this shot, the light conditions have not been very comfortable because
Hmm.
there was a lot of reflection on the display of my camera, and
Ah,
the
you
the,
can only
the
shoot it.
only
There's no viewer, right? There's only the
exactly
back
that's
panel.
the only
Ah.
disadvantage of this little guy. Here you only have
Hmm.
this display
Ah,
here,
yeah.
but no viewer.
I can
And
imagine
I
that
just
makes it
thought to myself,
sometimes.
okay, do it by chance. Let's give it a try.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, it worked.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I just spent some minutes on the plateau, and then I thought, okay, I'm really getting hungry now. I have to go. I have to go down.
Yeah.
And on my
Yeah,
way
be
down,
careful. In the end, you fall down in the rabbit hole, and then you won't come back again. And then you
no,
have
no,
to have, then you have to have tea with a mad top hatter, right?
would also be a very interesting experience, I guess.
Yeah, you would have brought the camera along.
Yeah, yeah. And on my way down, I found this little guy in the middle of the
Nice.
path, and um, yeah, I was not even sure if this will work because this camera doesn't have a macro setting.
Hmm.
So I
How
just put,
far away have you been? Can you
yeah,
give
let's say 20 centimeters. And I really
okay.
went down on my knees to
Hmm.
make this picture.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, again, it's not very,
Aha,
yeah,
look at that. There's even the this I don't know, definitely not the
this little
English
bug
word for
here,
this
yeah.
one. Yeah,
Uh,
in German it's a Assel, a small Assel.
Puzzles, yeah,
That is
exactly. Yeah.
this.
I don't know the English
Cool.
word. Maybe some of you
Yeah,
out
write
there
us in
can
the
tell us how
comments.
how
Please do
this
so.
insect is called, but
Yeah.
I think I can translate in German that's Weinbergschnecke and it's Roman snail, I guess, in English.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sure. I think
But
I have
there's
heard something.
also it's a lot of detail when you zoom in like that.
Yeah.
That's wow, the camera is really nice. The more I'm also looking, as you know, I'm also looking for a throwaway camera. That's our
Yeah.
term for a camera that we always want to have along on our trips. So it's a little bit unfair towards the camera. But I really getting jealous of your 5,000 because I was looking for them, and they are you don't get a good one or it's hard to find, let's say it like that. And the ones that I found, they were much more expensive than yours.
Yeah.
And
I have to
it
repeat what I said last time, 80 euros. That's
it's a shame that you are
was a very good investment.
that you dare to that you dare
But
to speak out this number in public.
but when the weather conditions will be fine, I will be there again next week on the 11th, and we have a super moon coming up on the 11th of June.
Hmm. You're right. I
So I
didn't know
think this
that.
should
Okay.
be a very good location to make
Are you
some
gonna do
moon
night
shots.
shots? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Hmm.
expert in that, but to do the night shots, I will bring my Lumix with me. That
Hmm.
makes definitely more sense. Okay, but I'm not done. So then I started my way down,
Hmm.
and this is yeah, same scenery
Yeah.
we have seen before, but just from the opposite direction.
Yeah, but also quite very cool. Same scenery, totally different composition. Wow.
And for
Nice.
me, this is a super example of depth created by leading lines. Yeah, you have here the lines again,
Hmm.
the stairs, and yeah, if you have some fantasy, here you see the doorway we
Hmm.
started before. And here you see, here's the street outside. So there's a car parking.
Hmm.
and it was a small truck, and he covered the entrance completely. So I almost passed by.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Ah, okay. That was already there when you went up, so you did
yeah,
really not
yeah,
see it.
exactly.
Okay.
Mm, mm, mm.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I started uh, really to look for something to eat. And I continued my journey on the small streets here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a typical scenery in this small little town. It's called Freiburg. So that's the
Yeah.
main street there. And I have been there at, yeah, 6
I
p.m.
I had the chance to prepare and saw the images up front, and I still every time I see this one and the next image, I think this is from a different era. This is 100 years ago.
Yeah,
This is
and
so crazy.
also to say there's no trickery here. Yeah, so I did not use any artificial intelligence to pimp up this picture.
Hmm.
I did an overlay with 3 frames. So I made an HDR,
Ah,
uh,
okay, the
yeah,
bracketing. Okay.
mm,
Hmm.
bracketing, yeah,
Okay.
but all 3 frames with the same settings. I
Hmm.
wanted to do something different. I wanted to play around with the shutter speed, but I messed
Hmm.
it up. So I made 3 identical shots, but
Hmm.
it's not so wrong.
No, it is it's unbelievable. A mixture of, well, it's not luck, but I would if you would have asked me if you can find something like that in Austria or Germany, like that old facades. We have old facades throughout of Austria, in also in Innsbruck and parts of Lower Austria and Burgenland. But there are people living there, and it still looks so surreal. And the darkish blue gray sky in contrast to the different colored facades of the houses, it makes it
Yeah,
so
it's like
like
painted.
from another time.
And I also had luck with the light. Of course, it was a very soft light
Hmm.
coming in here. So really nice. And as I said, that's the main street. So from time to time, a car is passing by,
Hmm.
but that's it.
That
Mm.
that's another scenery which would be good for comparison for
Yeah.
a photo camera and the camera from mobile phone, in my
And
opinion.
now comes the one that I like most.
Yeah, me too. Ta-da!
That's
This is super strange.
it's really really nice.
If you would
Um,
have said this is a colored photo from 1946, I would also believe it.
mm, mm, mm. No, that's from the 4th of June, 2025,
This is so
6 p.m.
crazy. Are
Yeah,
there
and
people
then this,
living there? Because if you look at the lower parts of the stone walls there, there's also uh, it's not dirt, it's the water stains and
yeah,
you know what I mean. So it
yeah,
looks on one hand it looks if there's no one living there. On the
yeah. You
other
see here,
hand,
it's also it's covered with yeah some plastics or whatever it is. I don't know. So I can double check next week. Maybe this is for rent.
yeah, because there's another photo then, the next one, where we can see signs of civilization, like
Yeah,
flowers
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And so this is so crazy.
Yeah,
I
you see, they also have a bakery here.
Yeah,
The sign says it, so let's say. So you mean this one,
yeah,
right?
yeah. This and the next one. There's flowers in the window, and they're taken care of. And it seems that there's some sort of a park there in the middle with the hedge with the green one and the street following into this curve and in this turn. This I really have to go sometime there and visit that. I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
so this one caught my attention because of the different colors you see. It's the flowers
Yeah.
here, then you have the yeah, orange yellow facade here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pink one.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like this big, what's castania in English? I don't know.
Chestnut.
Ch- Is it Rosskastanie? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Chestnut. Okay.
it's the
Yeah,
non-edible chestnut.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I also like this tree a lot, and I even like the next shot more because here
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
see
you can
this
even
this
see
happened by
even more.
chance.
Yeah,
You can see a
yeah, yeah,
bee
yeah. I saw it when
I'm
I
flying here,
saw it.
yeah. And
Incredible.
uh, so this one was not planned. That was
Mm-hmm.
just this happened by chance. And this flying bee uh, it gives this frame how to say uh, piece of life. Yeah, it's not a static thing
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the bee flying here, it's a
There's even a
bumblebee.
bumblebee.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's a bumblebee. Yeah.
Cool.
This makes it very very special.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Unbelievable.
uh,
And look at the they have everywhere they have still the old writing. What's that
yeah,
called? It's really called Haus Ameisa, right? Right?
yeah, exactly.
So
Hausameise.
house ants, but that's not. So I'm pretty sure it's some
But
last
when I
name,
went by
right?
first and I
Ameisa.
thought it with
Yeah,
just an angle of the eye, it was Hausmeister, but then I thought, oh no, it's
yeah.
not Hausmeister, it's
No,
Hausameise.
no, no, it's house Ameisa.
Yeah,
All the facades they have a lot of soot on them, and they are not newly painted. But it's well, for your images, it's perfect.
yeah. So maybe I can try next time to capture
And they
to
all
make some
also have
pictures of.
gold windows. There's not a
Yeah,
new, well, maybe it's double, the inside windows, maybe,
yeah.
but the outside are all the original ones or old ones at least.
Yeah, also the inside looks like
Unbelievable.
wood frames.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is a very historical place. Even yeah, it's not a hotel where I live there. It's a rented guest room,
Mm-hmm.
and it's completely renovated,
Mm-hmm.
but the house looks the same. So
Ah,
very,
okay.
very, very interesting. So I will make some pictures next time when I go
Yeah,
there from
yes.
this place.
Yeah, cool. Fitting to
Um,
our lifestyle photography.
yeah, yeah, and I think these captures are showing what it means to be a lifestyle photographer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Having the camera with you all the day,
Mm-hmm.
not boring somebody with running around and let me make a picture of you. This is what I'm not doing. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so well uh, trained, let's say it like that, with my skills to make portraits of people.
Mm-hmm.
I have to learn that. Maybe you can teach me in 2 weeks when we will meet. But
We'll see. I'm not good with people, so I wouldn't be ooh, I'm just good with faces. Let's say it like that.
so let's see where we will end up. I don't want to
Yep.
spoil what we want to do. We will show
Mm-hmm.
it within the next weeks. Yeah,
Yep.
and then
I'm looking
after
forward to
doing
this one.
after doing all these shots, yeah, then I ended up here
Mm-hmm.
with the one I showed
Having
before.
yeah,
Uh,
at food at last. All right.
yeah, food at last. And I also like this bottle here, the Gustel.
Uh,
What?
I think it's
And
for Gustav or August or something
yeah,
like that, right? The Gustel
and
is.
mm, yeah, we're not getting paid to make advertisement, but I have to say this beer was really excellent.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm basically through with
Mm-hmm.
pictures I wanted to show. Do you have any special thing you want to add, or do you want to see one of those again to make some?
I think the photos by itself are self-explanatory. So,
Hmm?
and we don't want to do a detailed composition look into every uh, session of ours. I think this one is more like for showing what can happen if you take your photo apparatus, if you take your mobile phone along with the intention that if you see something interesting, that you get it out and do some images. And so for us, it's either the mobile phone, but even better with the what, as I said, what we call the throwaway camera, because usually you get a little bit of more depth of field with a explicit camera instead of the mobile phone, and just keep an open eye and enjoy it. And of course, I've never been to this place. Usually I have to go to bigger cities. I have to go to Cologne and to Bremen or Berlin, or you name it, bigger German cities when I have to travel. And of course, they might not have such an historic appeal like Waldkraiburg in Germany or other small towns in
Oh,
Germany.
that's Kaltburg. Waldkraiburg is not that
Ah,
beautiful.
okay. So, but close to that, and so not every small town has this same appeal as the bigger ones. So it might be hard to find, or harder to find something interesting or out of the ordinary in a city, in a big city. But if you keep the eyes open, I'm pretty sure you will find the one or other thing that sticks out. So that's what I want to add to this session. Thanks for taking us along.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
All
And
right,
yeah, so then for
then
today, that's all what I have
that's
to
it.
show.
All right. Okay, then I'll close it down. Before I forget it, I also want to thank our new subscribers and welcome to our channel. I hope you enjoy our content. And for you out there that are undecided, if you liked our content, if you like this video, please leave us a like, give us a thumbs up for this video. If you have constructive feedback, please leave us a comment in the comment section. And as I said, if you really like it, our channel, then subscribe and hit the bell button so that you don't forget anything. And of course, we again leave the upload link in the description so that when you are a lifestyle photographer, or if you want to have your images discussed and talked about, then give us a upload them and give us a message, and then we do so. In the meantime, till next week, we say goodbye and see you next time soon.
Bye
Bye.
bye, take care.